Great race this week. I was in Bonnie, Scotland, ZRS 270 to 390. It was the Rolling Highlands. Lots of ups and downs, 14 and a half miles, 600 feet. A lot of attacking, climbing, defending. Lots of fun. Watch this race. So here we go. Zwift Racing, Rolling Highlands, with 47 riders, I think, in the pack today. So it's a competitive pack. ZRS 277, 20, no chance. 270 to 390. I think we've got a course. It's roughly 14 and a half miles, 600 plus feet. It's the stage 4 kick and sprint series. So tactics for today. There's quite a big lead in, as you can see. Fortunately, it's all downhill. So I'm just going to sit in the pack like I see everybody else do. So they're obviously smarter than I am. So I'm going to try and use my Zwift controllers to do some nice drafting, not waste any energy. This is a 2-lap race. You've probably got, as you can see, there's a small peak, probably a third into the lap, and then you've got a gradual climb, and then you've got a couple of kickers, and one right at the end, probably 75 feet, I'm guessing, which gets up to about 7-8%. So a bit of a leg snapper there. I'm drafting nicely here. Half a mile gone almost, but it's all downhill. Huge leading on this course. It is what it is. What I wanted to do was try and aim for the top 10 in a series of 47. Unfortunately, I tried to fast forward it here and accelerate, and we have 20 seconds of this absolute nonsense white noise. Just fast forward it. To be fair, I think it's 20 seconds maximum. I've checked the rest of the video, nothing happens. So, bit of white noise. I'm still racing. Get the thumbs up there. So, during that time, I was just chilling in the pack. Start of the first little climb. You can see there, 9 miles, 9.2 miles to go. Putting in 400 watts or just below. And I thought I'll just see how everybody else is pushing on these first climbs on the first lap. I didn't think anyone would go for an attack, to be fair. It's way too early, especially on the first lap. But I just wanted to stay at the front of the pack because then I couldn't be caught out. It'd be a bit of a pointless ride if I was race if I was dropped on the first lap. So just taking it a bit cautiously there, and felt pretty good. I've had an injury this week actually, so I've only been able to cover one race. I had a terrible lower back, and I was having shooting pains down my right thigh. So not in any condition to be cycling. It's probably 95%, but everybody has little niggles. You just got to get on the bike and get on with it. So here we are again. Tried to stay in the front 10 of the pack. I could still feel a nice draft, just over 200 watts on the left hand side. So in 15th gear, 8.7 miles to go, top right, almost 14 minutes, 177 feet, 178 feet climbed. Just 1% here, but I'm having to just push. I don't want to get dropped, no surprises. So just playing it sensibly here. This is just a gradual climb. I do really enjoy these rolling highlands, reflecting the Scottish Highlands, I'm guessing. I like the atmosphere, I like the mood. Little deer on the right. But yeah, it's fantastic rolling, fast cycling. To be honest, you have got to keep concentrating because you get little attacks. Look, the pack's too big for anybody to attack. I don't think there's anyone in this group with the power to have a breakaway from the first lap. I think that would just be absolute suicide on this. As you can see from the top graphic, what it's 2.5%, 2.3%. 6 miles gone, 15 minutes gone. Just staying at the front. I felt pretty good here. Climbing is getting better. Well, let's see on lap 2. Let's see when it counts on that final climb. That's when it matters, I guess. Averaging 238 watts on the left. I don't know, I'm putting in, I'm putting consistent. Had a nice cadence here. Just under 90 RPM, 300 watts. Feeling good. 2.5 miles on the first lap to go, 8 miles in total. Yeah, felt good on that climb, I've got to say. Finished the top of the hill, and I can just have a little sit back here, let everybody catch up, and then just sit back in the draft. That was the plan. We've got a descent coming up, and there's a little kicker, a little indent you can see. Now, I've done this course many times before, practicing or in different guises, not necessarily racing. And yeah, I do enjoy it. It's coming up to the banner there, denoting the top of the peak, I guess. Then we've got a little descent, and then a kicker, and then I guess half a mile to the finish, to the end of lap 1. 6.6 miles completed. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Let's accelerate here. Goodness knows what happened before with that accelerating the video. No idea. So here we go. Here, I should have slowed that down, but I'm still there or thereabouts. Roll back into the back of the pack. You don't need to see any detail on there. Someone's done a little cheeky attack there, and they put the power up there. And this will be the end of the first lap. So very conscious not to get dropped, do anything silly. But I felt pretty good. A little orange, what, perhaps 4 or 5% there. Just climbing up there. There's 2 riders that are perhaps 10 metres ahead, but that's nothing serious because there's a whole pack of, I'm guessing 30 odd riders. It is splitting. Can you see the graphic on the top right? Seems to be 2 packs forming here. Now, I'm wondering whether we're going into lap 2 with these 2 packs. Here we come to the banner approaching the top, then we're going to start lap 2. We've split into 2 groups, as you can see from the top. I wanted to stay in the first group because I know there's a little descent here. Thumbs up, excellent. Not sure how many are in that first group. I'm guessing perhaps 25 plus, perhaps 30 even. Just settled into there, using the Zwift controllers to get a nice draft, not doing any more than, doing a lot less than 200 watts here. Just 160, 171. So just recovering here. And then we go again, 5.3 miles to go. Got a ride on there, excellent. Again, front to the pack, little kicker approaching here. Probably a 50 footer here. Actually, we turn left here, so we don't go up that final kick. I think I was a bit relieved about that after putting it in before. 5.1 miles to go. Some thumbs up. Excellent. 347 feet climbed. 22.5 minutes completed. 9.2 miles done. 240 average watts. 443 calories completed. 100 obviously in the warm-up. 100 plus. Staying in the top 10 here. Just playing it cool. Using the controllers to work on the corners, stay in the draft. Having said that, I've just rolled into the front foolishly. You can't tell how many are in that pack. You see some riders have been dropped way back there, but they might have, you never know. You can't judge the riders, you don't know whether they've been promoted into this new category and they're actually doing relatively fantastically in a new category. If they've just been promoted, I mean, good luck to them. Just having to put it in here to make sure I don't slip back. I have massive anxiety there. I know there's some very confident riders I see on YouTube that sit behind the 20, 30 riders getting a massive draft. But I've said it before, they are very confident that they can just put a quick 6 to 800 watts in if they're 10, 20 metres behind. I haven't got that punch. So I just like to stay, obviously I'm using a few more watts than everybody else, but I like to just stay at the front and I can see what's going on. Gives me confidence. It's just a psychological thing. Nearly 10 miles complete, 24.5 minutes almost. I'm just sat at the front there. See this second long. I'm anticipating somebody's going to attack. Let's fast forward it here. I don't know, I sat so far on the front there. That anxiety. You know, it's hard to concentrate when you're getting more tired. Here we go. Start of this climb. Little bits of climb. Just annoys the legs. Drains you. Then you have a flat and then you're into another piece of climb. The kitten's just jumped onto the table behind me, by the way, and fallen off. We've got a new ragdoll kitten. It's an absolute ball of energy. It's a fool. I can't record my audio anywhere without it running after me. So it's very cute. I didn't realise I was nicely ahead here. So I wasn't going on the attack, but I was just making a statement, and I was perhaps anticipating other riders to be having a go at me here with 2.6 miles to go. So I was perhaps overexerting myself in anticipation of an attack. Here we go. So I just settle back a bit. Get to the top here. Want to be in the front. It's a huge group this, so I wasn't going to miss out. Just a nagging 2-4% on here. The pack is still together, so I don't think anybody's been dropped there. Here they come through. Just wary here because there's 3 riders that have just gone past me at pace. You can see J Tumar there pushing on. So I thought I'd better keep in this pack. I don't want them getting away from me at this point, especially going on the descent. I'll need their draft. Just coming through the banner here at the top. Again, Clinton just gone off, looking powerful. Let's fast forward it. On the descent, thumbs up. A kicker fast approaching at the bottom of here. 560 odd calories. Just doing 200 watts or thereabouts, just above, just below. Here we go. Punched up this climb. I was doing 550 watts, which was good. Would have been dropped otherwise. You can see there's a group there though. I've got to get into the back of that group, especially this little descent, else I just won't be able to catch them. Fortunately, I think they run out of energy after the kick. There's someone, Matthews, fair play, gone away, probably 10-15 metres ahead now. Obviously making a statement, fair play. just sat here. Fantastic race this. I'm having to really work here. I've still got my feather. I had saved that. So I've raced pretty smartly, relatively for me. I'm usually gung-ho and I get caught. But I'm not saying I wasn't tired. I've still done 240 watts, but I've been as smart as I can, approaching 600 calories. 200 here, less than 0.4 of a mile, top right. Right, here we go. What's everyone got? 600 calories done. Nearly 14 miles. Sat down here. I'm going to have to stand up here. You can see Gaisley just gone out there. I'm still hanging in 0.3 of a mile. Someone's gone there. On the attack. Power-ups. Feathers. Why didn't I use my feather there? I did. Kicked in. And I don't know why I'm doing 400, 500 watts here, and they've absolutely pulled away. I'm using a feather, they're using a feather. I can't understand. Look how far they've got ahead. Bear in mind, I'm still doing 350 watts. I couldn't believe that. Whether I had some lead shoes on. How can they just get 20 metres like that? That was really disappointing. I don't know what I missed out on there. They absolutely took off. Put it in the comments if you've noticed something I've missed. Unless they were doing all 800 watts, the speed they went to win. I got 2 thumbs up. Look, bottom line, enjoyed another race. 600 calories in the bag for fitness. Really enjoyed it. 35 minutes of hell, fun, whatever you call it. And congratulations to the 14 that, beat me fair and square. Absolutely hammered me at the end. Fair play. That's what it's all about. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you.